Hello everyone, Megabyte here. Welcome to the final round of the American Muscle Series. We brought them out here to Leguna Seca, probably the most classic track in iRacing. And we are going to finish up the AMS season here. Points are really close for the top three, although Jack Sanchez still has a pretty sizable lead. Second place is really close in the Pro Division. And if Fabian's Wire has a bad race, we could overtake him for fourth place. In fact, I don't even see him in the qualifying, so I don't know if he showed up this week. We qualified P7 in this 2.3K strength of field race here with over 40 Mustangs ready to go in the desert. Let's grid up and see how it goes. Everybody's gridded up. We got the lights on. Let's go racing.
Green, green, green. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Let it side. Clear on the left. Let it side. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
I haven't let it go. A little deep there, but see if we can't stay with this lead pack. Good through the kink. All right. Good first lap. Productive.
You're in fifth.
Up to P5. I'll take it. Audi 90? Is it a tough one? I appreciate your perseverance. Luis is losing it. We're taking it.
Car on. Keep to the left. Clear.
So hard to see your apexes through there when you're right on the back of another car. Oh, can we follow through?
You're in fourth position. Right side. Keep to the left. Clear.
That was beautiful. Up to third. Strategic off track. Oh, I think Black Dog missed a shift right there. And thank goodness, because I got a bad run out of the last corner.
Car in C1, just set past the flat. 36.014.
Black Dog clipped the curb on the inside there. That slowed him up. All right, let's see if we can reel Luke back in, and the two of us can reel in Jack together. Yeah, Jack is wicked fast through this final section. Look at him pull away. Finally got a good final corner.
You just hit the fastest lap.
That'll do. Purple lap. I'll take it. If I'd set that during qualifying, I would have been on pole. Deep. Come on. It just wouldn't turn in right there. That was weird. Got to catch back up to Luke. That was a bad lap. Car's feeling good though. Luke seems to be fairly slow through the kink.
The leader just did up 36.176.
we're definitely pulling away from Black Dog, so that's good. Slowly closing Luke back in. I was the fastest guy on the track last lap. But then I keep making little mistakes like that. It's killing me. There's no consistency here. Oh, there's Jack to steal the fastest lap.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 35.713.
Usually it's 21. Stanky Jones going pretty good, P3. We're just kind of in the middle of the race now, 27 minutes left to go. Keeping an eye on that fuel requirement. Good to see you, Stanky Jones. Haven't seen you for a minute. How's it been going, man? Yep, Mustang Mondays. Monday nights, 8:45 Eastern. I run it every week for the Mustang Challenge Series. This is American Muscle Series. This is the league in this car. Which we're in 5th place overall, but I don't see Fabian's wire here this week, so we score well today. We could take 4th place back. Unless I missed Fabian somewhere in the standings. I don't see him anywhere. Got the slippery surface flag through here now. No surprise there. Nobody's got anything for Jack this week. He's super fast out front. Got that championship wrapped up. Unless he makes a mistake. We just got to get some more consistency with our lap times and we'll be in good shape. Strategic off track. Trying to close this gap to Luke. Put him under a little bit of pressure. Whoa. For some reason that didn't slow down. Yeah, I'm just really having trouble finding consistency on this track today. Yeah, I was practicing at the Road America 500 last night. Yep, planning on doing it this weekend. We're doing the early Saturday time split, so 8 a.m. Eastern time. We're doing that with my brother. Should be fun, running it in the Audi. The old Audi 90. The all-wheel drive brick. I'll be running mid 206s during the race. Qualifying will be a mid 205. Hopefully. That's if the practice session weather is accurate. Weather plays a big role at Road America. Wind and the humidity can have a huge role in that race. Black Dog closing the gap out back all of a sudden.
56.341.
Come on, turn. Man, I just can't get consistent with this one. Andy's running that race with me. He's the one that decided to do it at 6 a.m. his time.
Got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Oh boy. Geez, we're at 7x. We gotta take it easy here. End up with a penalty. For some reason the car's just feeling super inconsistent right now. I just can't get it dialed in.
Car on your left. Clear. Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
And Black Dog takes the position away. Took advantage of that traffic.
Car on your left. Still there. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Right side. Clear.
Woof!
Car right. Clear on the right.
The lap traffic really hosed me right there. Is he? Seems like these guys have gained a lot of pace now that they're lighter on fuel. I might have pushed too hard there at the opening. My pace has fallen off. That was a 137. That's too slow. Gotta get it back together here.
To the right, Zach. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for fun.
With that curb. It's not something you want to do. Arg. Jay Bass making it difficult back here.
Go ahead, Luke.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Okay, we're pitting this lap. Not screwed up this time. Yeah, that's what scared me. I thought he was going in the corkscrew, so I moved over to defend and got myself all out of sorts. Now looks like Black Dog's getting out of sorts too. Luke and Jack have got the race in hand out front unless they run into each other. Come on.
Very good, keep it going.
Left side. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
I didn't really want to take that from Black Dog. That was a screw up from lap traffic. I don't really want to take advantage of that. It's not really fair.
The lead is pitting now. Pit boxing, 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Car 41 is now leading. Move it, move it. Car on your left.
50, Tom.
Stay on the right. Clear.
Jay almost got me in the pit stop right there.
Right side. Clear.
Jay almost got me.
The lead is fitting now.
See where Luke comes out.
Levi, I'm heading in. Yeah, I'm going to.
The leader is running 46.625.
Brake real hard.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
Lap traffic certainly makes this one exciting, doesn't it? At least we got plenty of fuel this time. We don't got to worry about that at all.
Back in pit.
Oh, Evan coming out. Dang.
Things are looking good.
Yeah, I worked the tires too hard too early or something. Car is not feeling great. I think I got pace on Evan, though. I think we can take this spot back. For him to pass, he had to go real light on fuel. So he might still be having to save. See if we can get this spot back. I was close to us off track and a slowdown there through corkscrew. Got really close. We didn't get either one. Really lucky. We salvaged it, but it wasn't that fast. Blue sending me images. Must have a livery done for an Audi 90.
Thank you, Stefan.
Oh, no.
Right side. Okay, on the left.
Thank you.
Clear.
We salvaged it. Missed that shift down to fourth on the front straight. That's pretty bad news. Is Luke caught up to Jack at all? Is he battling him for the lead or no? No, he's 1.2 seconds off of him.
You got a slow car on the right.
Thanks, Stefan.
Problem with being a lap car here is if you pull over and let everybody by, the train pretty much never ends with how small this track is. Like, you're just gonna stay pulled over.
Go right. Go right.
Man, we just can't make inroads on Evan here. Keep making small mistakes
Got about
everywhere.
5 laps of fuel.
tip isn't very hot. I'm surprised we're sliding around as much as we are. Doesn't seem that hot out here. Hot in my sim room. Got a fan on and everything.
Thanks.
But it's always hot in here. Oh, J Bass fell back quite a bit.
Feels like you hurt.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Closest we've
Car
been.
behind, going on.
But we just can't get a run on him down this front straight anywhere. That's about as hard as I can push it through turn one.
Thanks, man.
Just gotta hope he makes a mistake.
Thank you, sir.
Let it drive. Clear on the left. You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
Yeah, just trying to throw him off his line there going into the corkscrew, but he held it.
The leader just did a 36.032.
Not close enough to make a move here, so.
Duck it.
Oh. Nope, nothing to do for it. You can't. You just can't. Oh, great race out of Evan, man. That's the best he's finished all season.
You got about 2 laps of fuel
I'll
left.
take a P5 though, with some fun racing. Way to finish out the
All right,
season.
there's checkered flag.
We didn't practice a ton for this one.
Great
Didn't really
job.
even
You
work
did
on the
really
setup,
well.
so we pushed as hard as we could there at the end. Yeah, gave him a little up tap into the final corner. He knew what was happening. We were gonna give it everything to get around him. Great race there, Evan. Black Dog's hot dogging.
Yeah, let's find the other check.
Yeah, me too.
Did you run into gas, Jay? Nah.
Clutch pedal gave out. Oh no. Yeah, it was a good fun race. Let's take a look at some of the replay. All right, here we are at the start of this one. Got a great launch. David Moore seems to miss his launch. And right away, we got a run on Evan Hutchek as well. Oh, yeah, we'll check those out in a minute, Blue, for sure. So then we're around the outside of Hutchek here into turn one, which is not a great place to be, but we held it out there. I was still convinced Schnackle was sneaking up the inside of me, so I left him some room. But that worked out anyway because that gave us the inside line here, and we were able to sneak up the inside of Evan and take away his position and ended up P5 after the first couple of corners. Great start there. And then right after this, it looks like Jay Bast also makes a mistake. And we end up taking that position from him. When he makes the mistake, Luke sneaks inside of him. And once I saw him going inside, I was like, oh man, we got to take advantage of this opportunity. I believe that's at the start of the next lap. So here I was just happy to be, wow, I'm up P5, great. We can stay with the lead pack, hopefully, and see what shakes out at the end of this race. But very quickly, Jay Bass makes a mistake up here, I believe, in the final corner. Yeah, they all get kind of backed up or something. What was it? Was it this lap or maybe it was the next? But it all happens very quickly here through this race. Yeah, here it is. So let's rewind a little bit. Jay Bass coming in here just gets a little bit on the grass in his braking zone right there. So causes him to go out wide, get loose in the exit as well. Oh, we already lost Black Dog though. That's right. We got to rewind and see what happened. I can't remember how we all got around Black Dog here. So we got lots of action to cover. What happened to Black Dog? Okay, so he tries to make a move on the outside of... Hey, Broomby, what's going on? He tries to make a move on the outside of Sanchez and gets caught out by that. So then Jay Bass sneaks up the inside of him. And they're battling here, which allows Luke to catch right up to the back of him. And I follow suit. Black Dog gets even looser through here. Even gets a little love tap from Luke Sudengay there. And at that point, we all just kind of drive by Black Dog. And I even got a little bit inside of Luke Sudengay right there, but wasn't even really looking for a move. Pretty good, Broomwee. How you doing, man? So once we get this run up the hill, I was concerned Black Dog was going to make a risky move to try to get his position right back. But instead, he settles in, and then we can get to the action we were seeing earlier. If we look closer again right here, we can see that Jay Bast right here under hard braking just touches the grass a tiny bit right there, and it gets the back end of the car a little bit loose. And then if we follow that out, he's just loose through the whole corner, losing time. Luke Sudengay able to get on his left side down this front straight. And then I'm able to follow that run through. Once somebody has the inside line and takes it away through here, it's almost impossible to hold it around the outside. So I knew I had to dive on this opportunity, take this position away from Jay Bast. And we gave him a little love tap there, but overall, clean pass up to P3 after just a couple of laps here at Leguna Seca. Feeling pretty good at this point. Thought, well, sweet. Maybe Luke and I can get our act together and catch up to Jack Sanchez. But it wasn't to be. A few laps later on, Black Dog makes his way around Jay Bast again here. So it looks like that happened this lap. Let's take a look, see if we can find that pass. Oh, is he going to get it done up into the corkscrew? No kidding. Both drifting the car a little bit through here. Looks like Black Dog's probably going to get a better run through the kink right here. Sure enough, carries a ton of speed through the kink. Able to get on the left side going up the hill. And looks like I actually got a pretty bad run through there, which even closes the door a little bit more for Jay Bast, which puts Black Dog right on my rear bumper again. And then I believe for a few laps here, though, we were able to distance ourselves from Black Dog But I was super inconsistent. I just couldn't keep putting consistent laps together. At one point, had a really fast lap, but just couldn't keep consistent with it. So eventually, Black Dog runs me down and makes the overtake. This was some fantastic opportunistic driving on his part right here. He takes advantage of this lap traffic right here of Mike Neekum. Shout out to him for giving me the AMS heel pad. Thing looks great. It's on my rig. But I can't figure out exactly, like, it must have slowed me down just this little bit right here because I wasn't sure where he was going to go. And sure enough, Black Dog runs right up against him. And then just next thing I know, I'm like, wait, is the lap car still on my inside? No, that's Black Dog on my inside. And sure enough, once you're on the inside of this corner as well, very easy to make that overtake stick. Thankfully, I was able to close the door and not let J-Bast through as well. So able to hold on to P4 at this point. And thought about trying to make a move. Sure enough, like, I couldn't give up a run, right? So move back to the outside through turn 1. Close the door on J-Bast pretty hard there. And, wow, that was really close, closing the door on J-Bast. Let's look at that again. I feel like he might have felt some kind of way about this. He dove it in pretty late. I'm pretty safe closing the door on that one. So we continue this race, and J-Bast for a long time was right behind me, putting the pressure on. I start to fall off of Luis here after a couple of laps, though. I feel like I just worked the tires too hard too early or something. The car just didn't feel right for the majority of the race. Couldn't get a real consistent feel out of it. And therefore couldn't put down consistent lap times. This lap traffic caused me a little bit of mayhem too. Not being able to take that one extra car width on the entry slows you down so much. Pretty ridiculous. So as you can see, we kind of fall off a Black Dog here. Then we're on to our pit stops. I really want to take a look here because our pit stop time looked pretty good. But we must have been burning more fuel than most people because we had to stop this lap pretty much. And at this point, we want to go take a look and find out where is Mr. Hubchek, because he comes around next lap and is leaving the pit lane just as we're going down the front straight here. But he actually gains a couple of positions right here. I believe he was all the way down to like P6, maybe P5. He was still right there somewhere, but ends up coming out and almost ends up in front of Black Dog right here. But when I saw him come out of the pits, I was like, holy smokes, there he is. Next thing I know, I'm down in P5, and that's where we finished the race. We did have some pretty good racing here with Black Dog at the end. I want to take a look, or not Black Dog, but Evan Hubchek, as there was a couple of times I was able to put some pretty heavy pressure on him up the hill. After struggling with the kink for the majority of the race, I found some pace through it right here in the last few laps and was able to finally get some good runs up this hill. But boy, J-Bast putting the pressure on me here for a couple laps as well after a couple of mistakes out of me. All right, so here we go. We're closed up now. I believe it's this lap where I'm able to get the run on him out of the kink here. Yep, got a real nice turn in on the car. This is second to last lap, and just stick the nose in here to try to throw him off a little bit, but he does a nice job of parking the car in the middle, not getting thrown off his line, getting through there cleanly, getting a good exit. And by the time we get to the front straight, I'm nowhere close enough to make a move again. Through this last section, I really seemed to struggle with my setup. I probably could have done some more work to try to work some of the kinks out of that. Jack Sanchez was extremely fast through this third section of the track. That's where I think he was making up the majority of his lap time. But I think we had one more kind of go at it here on the last lap. This would be white flag. As we try to wrap things up with a bang here. I was pretty much giving it everything I had at this point, trying to dive something in on Evan. And I'm sure he was doing the same thing, trying to catch Black Dog ahead as Luis was holding the bottom step of that podium. At this point, Sanchez and Luke Sudengay are way gone out front. No chance of catching them. So it's a battle for third place. And I'm pretty sure all three of us gave the Mustang everything it could handle here on the last lap, but all to no avail. Nobody made a move. Well, nobody was able to complete a move. There was lots of moves going on. He got super loose here, and I thought I was going to get a run on him, but somehow he still carries speed out of here, even through that. And even though I'm able to get a pretty good run through the kink, was not able to get the nose in beside him here like I had the last lap. So therefore, no real chance of a move at all. I believe I give him a little bit of a love tap here into the final corner, which, hey, it's hard racing. Last lap of the series for AMS this season. I'm going to try for everything I got to try to take this fourth place away. Hopefully, we've made up enough points to take fourth place in the championship back. Fourth place in the championship. Fourth place in the race would have been nice, but we dove it in here about as hard as we could. Gave him a little tap on the rear bumper to boot, but all to no avail. Ultimately, we knew at that point, unless he made a mistake and missed a shift right here, it was pretty much over with. That wraps up our race here at Leguna Seca, round 12 of AMS. And what a series it's been. We'll take a look at some results here in just a second. All right, here's our result for this AMS race, the final one of the season, and we bring it home P5. And pretty good battle there we had with Evan Hubchak at the end. Great job out of him. He must have had one heck of a pit strategy, saved some fuel. He did end up with 12 incidents, so he was pushing hard. We ended up with 10. Jack Sanchez, incredible pace this week, and 1 incident point. That's pretty incredible to get around Leguna Seca with only 1 incident point for that many minutes. And Luke Sudengay pushed him for the majority of the race, but couldn't catch him. Finished less than a second off of him at the end. We were there for a minute, but Luis Henriquez proved why he's ahead of us in the championship once again and had a great race as well, bringing it home P3. Jay Bast was up there with us for a while, and I believe he got taken out by a lap car at some point. So bummer on that one. Good finish for Jeffrey Schnackle. He finished first in the amateur division, the challenger division in P6 right behind me. So great race out of him. And Mark Cohn, I believe, that's a really good finish for him as well. So great racing with all of these guys. Some awesome names. David Moore telling a story there at the end about how he sneezed while he was in his pit stall, and it unchecked his pit box, fuel box, and he short fueled the car by about 3 laps. So that's going to hurt things. And big shout out to all these guys. This league is awesome. Let's take a look at the final results. Hopefully they're posted now. We should have the final results of this series as the race results are posted for this race, and we bring home 42 points for finishing in 5th place, and that does bump us back up to 4th place in the championship. And Jay Bass takes over 5th. Fabian Zweier falling down hard after not being able to make this race. Not sure why he wasn't able to be here this week, but bummer he wasn't after winning last week's race. But that 42 points comes in real handy, holds on to 4th place for us, and we are getting our entry fee back plus some in our first season at AMS. You can't ask for better than that. Thanks to everybody so much for watching this video. Hit the like button. We'll be doing AMS again as soon as the next season starts up. Keep your eyes peeled. See you next time.